My name is Colton. I'm an applications engineer at Stratasys. And in this video series, we are designing these cups in KeyShot to print them. And we can print with this semi-transparent liquid inside, a clear glass, and then some graphics on the outside. This first video is just looking at importing these parts into KeyShot. So I'm going to take my SolidWorks file, drag it into KeyShot, select Y as the up orientation because that's what SolidWorks uses. You can import your own native CAD file or step file. And then after it's inside of KeyShot, we're going to check that each one of the parts in the assembly is actually printable. Printable means it has a volume inside, the mesh is completely closed. No holes. Hopefully we can fix any normals that are inverted as well. So looking at this first part, this is the window on the top of the cup. This one looks pretty good. I'm going to take a better look at it, and tools, flip normals. I'm just going to select that part here. And we can see that this top surface is facing out, the bottom surface also facing out. This is exactly what we want to see. If it looks like this, where it's red, these are the inside of the part of each triangle. So we could use auto line normals, and now it looks great. Let's look at a different part. Let's look at, yeah, this one's good. So this, notice how it's dark on the bottom. We can turn off self shadows, and that's going to illuminate the bottom evenly. This we can see that it's actually really thin. It looks like this might not be solid. To check this, let's select the part and then go into Tools, Flip Normals. And we can see that on the top, this is the outside of the triangles. And if we look at the bottom, we can actually see the inside of this part. So we can't print this because it doesn't know where the part stops. Let's take a look at why this is. And we'll look at the SolidWorks file for this. And this could be repeated in whatever CAD program you are using. This is the file that was imported into KeyShot. If we take a section view of this, we can actually see that these are all just open surfaces. We can see through the part. It doesn't actually have a volume, except for this window on the top. We looked at that one. It was solid. That part was good. If this is how you're designing, then you can stitch these surfaces together using the stitch tool in SolidWorks, the knit surface tool, or whatever similar tool is in your CAD software. You can also just design out of solids, and that works really well. So here I have one where I already knit the surfaces together. I also colored each part a different color so I can better visualize, make sure my parts are closed. I'm going to take a section view of this part as well just to see, okay, great. I've got 4 different parts and each one is solid. I can't see through it. Back in KeyShot, I started a new project. I'm going to drag in the SolidWorks file where I fixed those bodies. Excellent. And now in my parts here, I can see I only have 4 parts, which is exactly what I need because I'm only working with 4 parts and not a whole bunch of surfaces. I can inspect each one of these. If I click on this, or I can click on it there and then say flip normals, I can check those, and this looks great as well. That auto line normals works great. If you see some red areas, but you know it is a closed mesh, we use the auto line normals, and that will usually fix it. Another thing you can check is the close mesh tool. This is going to show you if you have any holes. KeyShot may be able to resolve those, or you might have to go back to your original file to fix those holes. And that's it for the first video. We now have a printable file inside of KeyShot.